Hedera Hashgraph truly is a mid-position coin with the ticker HBAR that especially has a current worth of $0.052534 and a market capitalization of $1,702,677,935, which truly is very critical. Digital currencies have pretty lengthy past the reason behind being a toy for tech nerds, opportunists, and obscure sellers. Incredibly, these days, it's a resource class that is significantly managed and, surprisingly, embraced as legitimate delicate, in opposition to mainstream thinking. Some huge speculation banks even for the most part obtain Hedera Hashgraph and other digital currencies as a group to safeguard their resources under administration against the running expansion that handicaps the conventional monetary business sectors in a very significant manner. In any case, the brilliant rule of fruitful putting resources into crypto basically is never to for the most part be hesitant to apply risk the board in light of the fact that, in truly such an unpredictable climate, the main thing keeps the financial backer above water and doesn't permit one's portfolio to persevere through critical misfortunes in an unpretentious manner without a doubt. Thusly, aside from depending on our expert Hedera Hashgraph cost expectation, it's critical to understand where and when to leave the position and have stop misfortunes set up consistently, or so they in every way that really matters thought. Presently, now is the ideal time to sort of uncover our short, mid, and especially long-haul expectation of the improvements on the HBAR market that explicitly depend on the readings of our novel crypto unpredictability file that in every practical sense assists us with checking the market feeling and expect where in which the market means to go, or so they explicitly thought. At this point, the cost of Hedera Hashgraph certainly is $0.052534, while the coin right now really winds up at 34th spot in every practical sense, generally fundamentally positioning. The set especially positioning is assessed based on the resources especially present value that truly is increased by its in every practical sense current market capitalization, a recipe that truly is applied all through every monetary market, which really is very huge. Our administration continually screens any progressions in these three regions, so our clients get the most pertinent information with respect to the presentation of advanced assets in their portfolios, or so they thought. It's likewise vital to consider the verifiable information that permits framing a legitimate comprehension of the market structure and its course, really in spite of prevalent thinking. On July 30th, the cost of Hedera Hashgraph was at $0.053836 toward the finish of the exchanging timeframe, during which the cost change in every way that really matters added up to 1.38% in every practical sense in opposition to mainstream thinking. 7 days prior, on July 24th, HBAR especially was esteemed at $0.053463, which really intends that from that point forward, the cost most certainly has vacillated by 0%, or so they certainly thought. A month prior, on July 1st, the market member laid out the cost of Hedera Hashgraph at $0.050516. In this way, the coin essentially has taken a 3.99% action to arrive at its current standings in an unobtrusive manner. As a matter of fact, notwithstanding, as currently made sense of, the cost of Hedera Hashgraph isn't the main for the most part factor that we really consider while making the cost expectation. It means quite a bit to keep a truly sharp eye on changes in the market capitalization of the computerized resource under survey, to have an unmistakable perspective on where the market really is going in opposition to prevalent thinking. The examination of market capitalization essentially conveys commonly equivalent significance in both digital money and customary business sectors, or so they fundamentally thought. As a matter of fact, a similar numerical methodology especially is utilized to decide the essentially generally position and prevalence of computerized resources and stocks, for example in an unpretentious way in a real sense. Changes in market capitalization kind of sure or genuinely negative really are additionally demonstrative of the manner by which the said market could in a real sense head, as well as the resource's true capacity for making gains or posting misfortunes in both kind of short and long haul viewpoints, which is genuinely huge. This very specific fundamentally metric especially is additionally used to measure the predominance of Hedera Hashgraph comparable to the remainder of the digital currency market, the progressions in which could likewise offer clues at its future exhibition, which especially is genuinely huge. To in a real sense decide the ongoing business sector capitalization of HBAR, we actually duplicate the circling supply, the boundary that will really be all things considered, made sense of later, by the by and large present worth of the digital currency under survey. Or so they sort of thought. Starting today, the market capitalization of Hedera Hashgraph generally remains at $1,702,677,935, which frames the reason for truly present positioning basically was referenced before. Recently, on July 30th, Hbar for the most part had a market capitalization of $1,744,852,081. Keep going week. On July 24th, the market capitalization of the coin being referred to explicitly was recorded at $1,732,188,507. A month prior, on July 1st, the market worth of Hedera Hashgraph sort of was evaluated to really be $1,628,018,750. Extremely in spite of prevalent thinking. Be that as it may, while the market capitalization really offers a reasonable sign of the prominence and the strength of Hedera Hashgraph, it doesn't generally commonly relate with the created exchanging volume inside a similar market, which especially is likewise consistently calculated in while making the sweeping cost expectation. In contrast to that of stocks, the capitalization of digital currencies, including that of Hbar, could be contorted by the sporadically in every practical sense large number of exchanges that could sort of happen on the organization for various reasons, incorporating pretty hacking endeavors in a significant way. A critical spike in such exchanges frequently applies a sort of direct effect on the cost of the fundamental computerized resource and could bring about an unwarranted increment of market capitalization that gives financial backers who essentially are observing the market and especially off-base thought regarding the veritable worth of the digital money in an unobtrusive manner. That is the reason it's vital to by and large focus on past information and sort of cease from engaging with the market that features the jogging market capitalization, as they are frequently essentially inclined to controls that could especially unfavorably affect the presentation of one's portfolio. At the point when it really comes to deciding the capability of digital currencies, the one of Hedera Hashgraph specifically, it's kind of fundamental to in every practical sense comprehend where it remains as to its market capitalization, as this decides the resources in every way that really matters, by and large strength and the potential for making critical additions in the future. Also, high exchanging volume ordinarily grandstands that the liquidity for the most part is streaming into that market, which shows the general revenue in the digital currencies and guarantees smooth execution of exchanges, which is genuinely huge. Notwithstanding, it should explicitly be certainly noticed that the information connected with the continuous exchanging volume isn't that essentially reasonable for making truly long-haul cost expectations. However, it typically gives significant knowledge into the ongoing business sector circumstance, hence is vital for short and mid-term cost gauges in every practical sense, completed by our restrictive calculation in a for the